Prologue, 12th of Heatfall, 789 RE. Every soul remembers the Shattering, exactly where they were, what they were doing when the world died. They remember watching that violent sphere of whirling energy appear on the horizon, feeling the ground shake violently beneath their feet. The horrifying memory of watching the sun be torn from the heavens above, warped and stretched into a golden arc across the sky. That sky which turned from blue to black. The haunting feeling of looking out and seeing the stars beyond this new arc light. The terror as they could do nothing but watch as the oceans were consumed by the rapidly growing singularity. The core of Valdoon eaten, and the few land masses that weren't instantly devoured were flattened out, all level with one another, in orbit around this swirling mass of energy. And those gargantuan chains that were revealed between the land, binding them together. Everyone remembers the quiet that followed. Such a painful quiet. A single heartbeat enough to shatter the world over again. And just as suddenly as it had started, it stopped. The birds muted their song, the frogs halted their choir, and everyone stood still. For millions were dead. Entire nations wiped from the map. The elven homeland completely gone, the great Fuldor mountains and their powerful dwarven holds completely and utterly destroyed. Near 80% of Valdoon was gone. The remaining chunks of land left to float lazily in the dim light, bound together in orbit around the force that had almost destroyed them. And the people, they cried out to their gods, begging, pleading for salvation, for an explanation. But their prayers fell on deaf ears. The once present divines grew silent. No response, no sign of acknowledgement for what happened. Some believe that they live on the Arclight, trying to ignore what befell their world. Others think that the Shattering claimed them too. But it doesn't matter what became of them. In either case, there would be no help. The world wasn't ready for the chaos that followed. What remained of nations crumbled. The few that were lucky enough to be called refugees poured into the cities. We began destroying ourselves. Wars broke out over the minimal land and resources. The rich tried to starve out the poor. Everyone hoarded, preparing for an inevitable second shattering. But it never came. So, routine set back in. We found ways around new problems. There was joy. A few noble souls kept the world moving, standing defiant in the face of such devastation. They fought back as the Shatter Plague ran rampant, a pathogen so perfectly vile, it was as if it were specifically designed to cause the greatest amount of suffering. But we pushed through it all. And in the past 15 years, it has become quiet. Too quiet. I fear something is coming. Something worse than before. Something that will put the Shattering to shame. And it won't be born of supernatural mystery, but something far, far worse. From us. Excerpt from A World Without Light, a historic chronicle of Valdoon after the Shattering.